Hi guys, my name is Lucia. I'm a former Division II softball player from Cedarville University. I was a pitcher, and this page is to teach you guys how to pitch. Subscribe below and follow for more. The basic steps of pitching start with a load. Somehow we're loading this front leg. I've seen different pitchers have a backswing where they're coming back and loading forward, getting into this load, coming forward from their backswing. I've seen a lot of D1 pitchers lately are coming straight from here to explode out with no backswing. Myself, my windup, I came down into my backswing, into my load. But the important thing is that every pitcher is getting into a front-loaded position to explode off of their front leg. From the front-loaded position, the pitcher needs to, however she comes out of her windup, the next step is to come forward into this motion here, where my legs and my arms are swinging out to point towards the plate together. And from here, my body rotates into that L position. My toe is at a 45-degree angle, so that way I can turn my hips, because if my toes turn straight ahead, I can't really turn my hips into that so well. So a 45-degree angle, so that way then I can come down from my explosion. So I'm here, explode into this L, and from here I can come down and snap off my back hip and follow through with my wrist loose and relaxed, and with my hip snapping hard behind. Now let's talk a few basic drills for each pitcher to start with as a foundation. If you're new to pitching, my grip should find the C. This is the C here. Oops. The C here. Okay. So I'm going to grab along the C with my fingertips gripping the seam, my thumbs on this opposite side. I have my pinky tucked just because my hand's a little bigger. Maybe some girls are going to need that extra pinky on the seam, but for me, I'm more comfortable tucking my pinky. But a basic wrist snap is the first drill, the foundation, because we need to have a strong spin to snap the ball. Pitchers can do this to a catcher, you can do it into your own glove. And we want to practice this off the back hip. So we're here, and we're just working on our wrist snapping through and pushing the seam off of our fingertips. The next drill for pitchers to learn is a T. So basic T, we're here making our body a T. A lot of pitchers start, maybe their arm is facing, the ball is facing second base, maybe their palm up, or maybe you're here kind of in a neutral position, ball's facing third base if you're right-handed pitcher. This is usually where I'm at. I don't want to start here because I'm not necessarily, that's not a true windmill. I don't end up here. That's too much motion for my shoulder to do during my windmill. But I also don't end up upside down here, palm up. I end up here in my windmill, so that's where I do my tees from. But we're here, and we're coming down to our hip, and we're practicing our timing of snapping the ball off and doing a loose finish through. I also want to include my legs in this. So my toe I turn out, and I am trying to stick my back foot into the ground a little bit. Okay, so I'm here in my T position, and I'm snapping through. Here in my T position, snapping through. The next drill for pitchers to learn, as we're stepping back through our pitching motion, we just did wrist snaps, we just did T's, so now we're going to go further back into the windmill into an L position. So it's called an L position, it's called a K position, doesn't really matter what you call it. The main thing is that you're here. So I'm here, my hand is facing third base. If I want to do a wrist snap towards you, I could. I'm not over here, I'm not backwards. I'm here, my glove's pointed toward my catcher. This is the L position with my arms here. I'm not stick straight, I'm not bent, but I've got a soft bend to my elbow. And then this is the K position. So I'm here in a K now. I can do a drive forward if I need to. But the main thing here is coming through, driving forward, and snapping through. So here, Now the last one is to kind of add a windmill component into this and work on learning how to turn our bodies, is a flamingo. So from a flamingo, we're gonna be one-legged. So we're here, my gloves here, my arms here, I'm pointing towards the catcher with my foot too, and I'm gonna swing back, and from here I'm gonna swing forward and rotate my body open, and now I'm kind of back into my K. But I'm gonna do a full windmill with that. So I'm here, get my balance, swing back, I open, and I pitch through. So let's do that in a full motion here. We're in our flamingo position. And from there, you can figure out whatever windup you want as a pitcher. Main thing is you're learning how to explode off the mound. You're getting a good windmill, and you're getting good whip into a wrist snap that's got a loose finish, driving off that leg. Altogether, your pitch should look a little bit like this.